Hello, beautiful people. My name is Siim, and I'll share a 2-minute story why I decided to join Elsavie, both as a board member and as an investor. So, for over 20 years, I've been creating digital value propositions for customers, and that's a lot of work with mind, but some work with body and soul, going to retreats, trying different enhancement techniques, trying all sorts of drugs like many of you. But it wasn't quite stable high. I realized that internal body is driving some instability. And sometimes it really crushes with all your mental power. It just drives you off the route. So I wanted to investigate what's going on in the body and how I could influence it. And I realized that the vagus nerve is a magical thing that connects your internal organs to your brain. And in fact, we cannot influence much of our internal organs with the brain. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The bacteria in your guts, the last mile, the last meter, is something that really drives the performance of your brain. We can influence a bit of biochemistry, but it's a short-term effect. In long-term effect, you still have the microbiome, the bacteria in your guts, and what's going on there. And it's a quite widespread issue. Over 40% of population across the world are suffering because of gut dysbiosis, different imbalances in the gut. So it's a global issue, and that creates a lot of health issues. So I was wondering how to solve it. And luckily, we had a scientific lab in Estonia that had developed some algorithms around DNA analysis and so forth. So we were looking to ways how to commercialize that scientific knowledge. And the first part of the solution is the microbiome test. So you take a stool sample in your toilet, you send it to our lab, fill a quick questionnaire, and we give you a really personalized feedback based on that sample. And it's based on 16S DNA sequencing, which means it's not only looking for specific markers, but it looks the whole billions of different bacteria you have within your guts that are influencing your mind and your body and your soul, and giving you immediate feedback on that and tips how you could treat those bacteria. So the third part of the solution is the food for bacteria. So you can feed the good bacteria and challenge the, so to say, the bad bacteria to keep them really in balance, so they keep your whole body and brain in balance. So the fiber supplements is something. So essentially, I'm in love with it because we created a digital value offer that tracks your microbiome and gives you really personalized nutrition advice and giving the supplements that keep you stable high. You just take 2 spoons a day and you have a stable, positive high. So we have a booth back there, and we're happy to meet you and your microbiome in your booth.